here we are. It's about as done as I can make it. All in all, though, like for 2 hours, I'm fairly happy with this. I'm Scott, and I was an Unreal developer for roughly 12 years, working as an environment and lighting artist. A couple weeks ago, I decided it was time to go back to my roots. Today, I'm creating a Quake map in TrenchBroom. Starting from scratch. We've got this beautiful cube. The first thing I'm going to do is set up my WAD, which is my textures. And I've got those set up here. I think I'm just going to select the start WAD because that one has plenty of textures to work with from the runic set. Got our metals kind of mixed in with some of the other texture sets from the game. And I'm also going to be keeping this open on a separate tab. I've got the TrenchBroom documentation, which has been very useful. I haven't read through all of it, but there's a lot of wonderful information in here. And then I've also got Slipgate Sightseer's website, which has a bunch of articles separated into really useful categories. I found that Ball's Quake mapping tips and tricks has been super useful. Some of this stuff I haven't quite gotten to, like using funk groups and funk details, keeping that open in my other monitor. So right away, we've got the floor. Let's give it a texture. And let's also put a player start, because this will help me sort of see the scale of the player to the environment as I work. At least my current workflow, that's how I like to do it. Bear with me, because like I said, I'm still learning a lot of stuff, but I'm also going to limit myself. It's 10:12 right now. For this video, I'm going to take this for, a part of me wants to say an hour, but if I'm really flowing, I might go up to 2 hours. So what I'd like to do is rotate the texture. Let's create some walls. And then, let's see. So something in creating this corner is like, trying not to get too caught up on details right away, and more so just building out the main shapes first. And as I go, like I'm kind of freestyling, to be honest. But I think once I figure out the shape of this room, I can start to add some details. Like in my mind, I'd like to have some grading on the walls here, revealing like a lava pool on the other side, or some sort of small lava chamber that's enclosed. Maybe even shape out some interesting features, such as like, I feel like we see a lot of these in that kind of space. Definitely want to add some kind of trim that helps make it seem structural. We need to align the texture too. So I want to align this so it looks good. So something else I thought would be worth pointing out is that it's excellent to have inspirational mood boards, images that are your references. Reference is like one of the best things you can do for your maps. I've pulled up some images that come from maps in episode 3 of Quake. This just kind of creates inspiration, also reminders of like the visual language of these kinds of spaces. Like, look at these shapes. Like, this is something I could do with my walls right here. By the way, if you're enjoying the content that I'm making here, consider supporting the channel by liking, subbing, doing all of the YouTube stuff. It's greatly appreciated. Let's keep going. The entrance to episode 3 has like some really cool brushwork. Like this interesting light fixture up top in this space. These are all things that I can sort of reference and then do something that's sort of creatively my own. So looking at these walls, I definitely want to create some sort of a trim at the base. So we'll go into my face tool. I think we'll use something else other than the rivets. Yeah, I like that look. Now, the challenging part is I need to create some shape to this wall. So first align the texture. So from here, I think I'll do a cut. So I don't really know how to cut, but we could do that. I think I need to look at the documentation because I want to make sure that everything works with the grid. I know that the compiler prefers verts and stuff to sit on the grid. I need to remember these hotkeys. E for edge. So really, I could just alt drag this up, do the same here, alt drag down, and now I've got that angle that I was going for. Duplicate this, bring this up. And now, to create a flat face here, what detail do we want on that? Do we want skulls? Skulls are nice. I kind of like this one. Just need to align it a little better. And then next up, I'm going to create those runic sort of squares. God, TrenchBroom makes working with geometry so nice. Like it's so easy. It just flows very well. Using the 16 grid's like really chunky. I don't want it to be that thick. Just gonna make it nice and small. And even the texture snaps to grid. That's so nice. And you know, I'm a perfectionist. Even though the player may not see this top area, I just get in the habit of making sure if they happen to fly up or jump up, they won't see any kind of texture errors on geometry. Now here's something I need to learn. Maybe not for this video, but how does this engine handle overlapping geometry? Like, do I need to make things very buttoned up, like sealed edge to edge? Or can I have some like overlap? These are all questions I need answers to. Sick. We got lava. Oh, you know what I'll do? Create the illusion of connecting spaces. Picking a texture, I want it to be similar to this one in color. Yeah, I think I'm gonna use this one. A part of me wants to kind of go super detailed with this. Okay, we'll start with that. This could evolve over time, make it look cooler. Yeah, big skulls. It's starting to feel like a Quake level. Pretty happy so far with this. Oh, you know, we should add a light. Just because the only thing we're going to see is this lava. I want to create a different texture sort of vibe to separate the two spaces. You know, give them different identities, if you will. Oh, that's right. I wanted to use the bloody vent. So this as the base. This vent texture, I feel like it wants to be bigger. Holy crap, I have not saved my project, unnamed.map. One crash would just delete everything, so I'm going to take care of that right now. What might be kind of neat is if I sloped it on the edges. Okay. Creative juice is flowing. Sometimes you just got to take a second to think things out. But I should enclose this space here. Finish it out. So let's do that next. Looks sealed to me. I'm gonna grab these verts just to bring them in a little more. Oh crap, I gotta put a ceiling up here. So yeah, my level's not looking very clean. It's very mishmashed, I would say, but that's okay. Just really testing out my creative abilities. It's a beautiful corner. Alright, so, you know, figuring out what these light values do at 100, they're very dim. It's kind of hard to see. And of course the leak is in that lava space. Maybe I should add that like fixture above. Let's get back in the editor. I got a couple of non-integer vertices. Control-Shift-V helps snap those verts to some of those integers. So that's a cool tool. I'm getting close to my 2-hour mark, so the last touch I think I want to add is something on the ceiling here. So I'm going to crank that out as fast as I can right now. I feel like I could do a lot more with the ceiling. Ceilings are usually something you should sort of detail out, especially in a 3D game engine like Quake, because players can now look up. You never want to leave the ceilings too bare, but considering my time constraint that I've given myself, I think that'll do. And yeah, unfortunately, since I am running out of time, I'm just gonna take this feature here and duplicate it over. I got 10 more minutes. Let me just bust out some stuff super quick. I want these lights to point upwards as cone lights. There's a thing called angle, and setting it to -1 will point the light upward in a cone shape. Let's see if this works. Here we are. It's about as done as I can make it. I did tweak the lighting just a little bit. I dimmed these side lights from the runes. It's so subtle, it's hard to see it. I'd probably turn it back up again to 100. I toned down the lighting from up top, so the cone lights are having a bigger effect. All in all though, for 2 hours, I'm fairly happy with this. I got to play with the runic texture set, created something small that I knew I could achieve within a short amount of time. My own personal critiques, more time equals more detail. Obviously I wouldn't mirror these opposite walls. Maybe I should have created a door with one of those door textures. That would have been cool. I'm pretty happy with this. I need to do some research and learn proper practices for creating these maps efficiently, so that way they run well in real time. I'm probably going to do a couple more beautiful corners, just pushing what I can do, and probably give myself even more time, more than 2 hours, just to see how far I can push something in, say like 10 hours or 20 hours, and then maybe one day create my own map. You made it to the end. You're a real Quaker. Did you enjoy watching me dive into building a Quake map? Is this the kind of content that you'd like to see more of out of this channel? Share your thoughts down below. I'd love to hear them. If you have a question you'd like featured in my Q&A series, leave it down in the comments as well with the tag frags and coffee. And who knows, your question may be featured in a future episode. Shout out to my channel members. A special shout out to Redagas5316. Your support is greatly appreciated. Thank you so much. If you'd like a special shout out as well, consider supporting the channel by providing a super thanks. Check out my membership tiers for cool perks like early access to my videos, priority responses to your comments, as well as a special role in my Discord server, which I will have linked down in the description below. Enjoyed the video? Hit that like button, share it with friends, and subscribe for more great gaming content. And if you're looking for more, check out this recommended video right here. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you in the next one.